Hi there, it's Mrs. Drake with the clarinet, and we are going to be doing Book 2, Lesson 8. Book 2, Lesson 8. Of course, I hope you already warmed up on your 5-note scales, your regular scales, your finger testers. You got yourself all warmed up. Let's take a look at Lesson 8. Okay, open up a new part of your brain. There's a new counting system introduced in Lesson 8. Okay, so take a look at the top of the page. You see 3/8 and 6/8 time signatures. Okay, so in the past we've used 4/4, 3/4, and 2/4. There's always a 4 on the bottom. 4 beats in a measure, 3 beats in a measure, 2 beats in a measure. But the 4 on the bottom means that a quarter note is equal to 1 beat. Okay, so now on Lesson 8, there's 3/8 and 6/8, and 8 on the bottom. That means that an eighth note equals 1 beat. 3 beats in a measure, 6 beats in a measure. Okay, kind of weird. So think of ta. Ta is a quarter note. Usually you're used to that equaling 1 beat. But now an eighth note, T, is equal to 1 beat. So that means ta now is worth 2 beats. Quarter notes are worth 2 beats. So in this counting system with the 8 on the bottom, it means all the note values are twice as long as you're used to. Everything is kind of doubled from what you're used to. All right, so look at song one, and they often use what looks like T, T, T. But remember, in 3/8, it would be like ta, ta, ta. And you notice above it, it does give the counts. It does lead. It does show you the beats, the values. Okay, so song number 1, remember, eighth notes are equal to 1 beat, and there's 3 beats in each measure. So quarter notes are worth 2 beats. Eighth note is 1. And in this system, they often use dotted quarter notes. Dotted quarter notes in the old system is worth 1.5. What do you get when you double 1.5? You get 3. So dotted quarter notes are worth 3, and they often use dotted quarter notes. Okay, so on song number 1, of course, check the key signature and all that. But at first, you might want to just listen to me play it, because everything is doubled. So it'd be like ta 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 ta. You might want to listen to me play it just to get used to it. Okay, song 1. Okay, song number 1. Ready, get set, go. All right. Okay, take a look at number 2. Notice it starts in 3/4, so the normal counting system. But halfway through the song, on song 2, they switch it to 3/8, so the new counting system. All right, so the deal is measure 1 and measure 5 are going to end up sounding the same. They should sound the same. Measure 2 and measure 6 should sound the same, okay? So halfway through the song, you got to switch to the 3/8 counting system. Okay, so again, on song number 2, you might want to just listen to me play it first and then try to play it along with me. Check the key signature. Okay, song number 2. Ready, get set, go. Hope you're getting a little bit used to it now. Okay, song 3 is in 6/8. So the same counting strategy, but the measures are longer. And there's 6 beats in each measure. All right, so take a look at song 3. Notice the B flat key signature. Okay, you're going to need high C, so make sure your right pinky is ready. If you haven't done your finger testers, I recommend that. Always have those be part of your warm-up. Okay, song number 3, B flat key signature, F, G, A. That's going to be the speed on song number 3. Ready, get set, go. get to that last note, you got to hold it for 6. That last note is worth 6 beats. Okay, song 4. Let's skip the first measure since it's a rest for some reason. Let's just start on the second measure. And again, it's in the 6/8 counting system with B flat key signature. Song number 4, I'm going to skip the first measure because it's a rest. Ready, get set, go. Okay. Hey, let's take a look at song 5. Song 5 is in the regular 2/4 counting system, back to the regular traditional counting system. All right, so look it over. Notice it starts with pickup notes. Hopper, hopper, T, 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 excuse me. Hopper, T, 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 ta. You might recognize it. Oh, Suzanne is kind of a classic melody. A lot of people know this song. Okay, check the key signature. I'm going to lead it off with 1 and 2, and you jump in with the hopper. Okay, song 5. 1 and 2. Alrighty. Okay, and now number 6 is called a little waltz. 3/8. So back to the new counting system where eighth notes are equal to 1 beat. Please notice F sharp key signature. And there's tons of F's in this song. Feel free to draw a sharp sign as a reminder. And then when you get to measure 9, realize it's B natural with the green. Feel free to write yourself reminders. Okay. So song number 6 is in the 3/8 counting system. Okay, and lots of slurs. I am going to do the slurs. Again, first time through, you might want to leave them off, but eventually I encourage you to try to do the slurs. Remember to use F sharp. Song number 6. Ready, get set, go. All right, and then the last song on the page is called Skipping Rocks. And remember, when you got this one mastered, I encourage you to find that recording of a full band playing Skipping Rocks and try to play with the recording. Okay, so look at Skipping Rocks. Notice there's a divisi starting in measure 9. And it is an octave divisi, meaning the top letter is F and the bottom letter is also F. Remember, that distance is called an octave because there's 8 steps there. Okay, it goes up to high A, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look at measure 15. Please check out measure 15. Do you see that the high notes are A, B, A, G? I don't know if we've ever played high B before. Okay, so I want to remind you, high G is left hand, 3 fingers, thumb, high G. High A, and then high B is just 1 finger and the thumb. I'm going to blow a G, a A, and a B. Of course, my thumb is on the register key. Try that. So take a look at measure 15. Measure 15 is A, B, A, G. Look at my fingers. Try that. That's the high part of measure 15. Go ahead and try that. Okay, so also notice on Skipping Rocks, notice the key signature, of course, and notice it has DC al fine, which means to return to the beginning and then stop at the word fine. Okay, so on Skipping Rocks, I am going to play it twice. First time I'm going to play the high notes, and then I'll play it again, but play the low notes. You got to decide, do you want to play the same part as me, or would you like to play the opposite part as me? Because remember, it'll still sound fine either way. So decide now, are you going to play the top part, which is what I'm going to do, or are you going to play the bottom notes when we get to measure 9? Please decide what we're going to do. It is hard when they write it in divisi. Sometimes it's hard to tell what note letter it is, so you might need to study it a little bit, pause the video, and check it out. Okay, so skipping rocks, starting at the beginning. When we get to measure 9, I'm going to play the high notes. 6 beats in each measure. Every note is doubled. I know there's some staccato markings. I'm not going to bother with the staccato marking. Those are those dots. But I am going to do the slurs. Okay, so the beginning would be... That's going to be this beat. Okay, everybody, skipping rocks. I'm going to lead it off with 6 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop there. I know at that point you're supposed to go back to the beginning, but that ends up being kind of a long song and I need to save my lip. Remember, if you play it with the recording of the band, of course they will do the DC al fine. Okay. All right, so everybody, now I'm going to start back at the beginning, and this time when we get to measure 9, I'm going to play the bottom notes of the divisi. And again, I'm not going to bother with the DC al fine. I'll just stop at the last line. I'll play the 3 lines, and that'll be it. So you got to decide, are you going to play the same as me, or are you going to try the high notes? I'm going to do the low notes. Okay, skipping rocks, starting at the very, very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop there. I know technically you're supposed to go back to the beginning and do the DC al fine, but I'm going to save my lip a little bit. All right, that was lesson 8.